Hello fashion lovers, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is the pants we'll be making today. Keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you can get notified when next I upload a video. Let's go. So guys, right now I'll be drafting first on my pattern paper before moving to the main fabric. Top of the pattern paper, you minus 2 inches. You take away 2 inches on your tape. If you look, I minus 2 inches, then you trace your crotch depth, which will be 11 and a half, and then 3 inches below that your crotch depth to be your your line for your laps. So also placing your tape like that, minusing the 2 inches on the top, you trace your waist to knee. You're going to measure the person from waist to knee. My own is 24, so you measure your waist to knee and also your full length plus your 2 inches allowance. So this is near. Already gone ahead to line them up. The next thing I'll be doing now is to trace my hip measurements, divide by 4. Your hip measurements divide by 4 plus 1 inches, you understand? So for example, if your hip is 40 inches, you divide it by 4, that will give you 10 inches. 10 inches, you add 1 inches to it, that will be 11. So that 11 is what you're going to mark from this, from the edge. So after marking 11 from the edge, that same 11 is what you're going to get on your um on the waistline of your pattern paper, so you can connect the both of them together. Then after that, the next thing you're going to do is to divide the initial 10 inches that you got. That will be for your flap extension. That 10 inches that you got, to divide it by 4 again. That initial 10 inches that you got, and then added 1 inches, making it 11. That will be for your flap extension. And then use your French curve to line it up. So after doing that, now you're going to measure everything you have on that your pattern paper, from that cross line that you from that your cross line to the other edge. You're going to measure everything and then find the midpoint of it. You find the midpoint. As you can see, I think my own is 6.5, 6.2, yes, because I have 13.5. So I think I have 13.5. So you're just going to go ahead and measure whatever you have there. If you got 12 inches, like the total of 12 inches, then your midpoint will be 6. You just line the 6 all through. If you got 14, your midpoint is 7. You line it all through. You understand? So then again, on your laps, you are going to, that's the line below your crotch depth. What you'll be doing there is you measure your laps. You measure your lap circumference. You divide it by 2, add 1 inches to it, and then find the midpoint of that measurement. If you add 1 inches to it, if it's now 12, you know that the midpoint is 6. You get 6 on the both side. When you get 6 on this side, you get 6 on the other side. That's the total of 12. Same thing goes for your knee. Your knee circumference, you divide it by 2, you add 1 inches to it, and then find the midpoint of it. If after adding 1 inches, that is now 10, or let me say 11, then you find 5.5 on this side and then find 5.5 on the other side. So that's just how you're going to go about it. Same thing goes for your full length also. You find your ankle circumference. If you're making a pencil trouser, but this you're not making a pencil trouser, so there'll be no need for that. If you're making a pencil trouser, that's also the same way you're going to do it. Find your circumference, divide by 2, add 1 inches, and then find the midpoint of the whole measurement that you have. So then you line it all together up. So after doing that, the next thing you're going to do is to find your waist measurement. And your waist measurement is on that line that you lined up from the crotch. You're going to find your waist measurement. You divide it by 4 plus 1 inches. Divide by 4 plus 1 inches, and then you line every other thing up. And that's it for the front pattern. So we'll be moving over to the back pattern. So guys, this is the back pattern, and I placed the front pattern on the back pattern, you get. So guys, for the back pattern, you're going to go ahead and extend these lines. As you can see, the way I placed the front pattern on the back pattern, it did not reach the edges. Same with the up and the sides, it did not reach the edges of the back pattern. So on this cross line now, you are going to extend it out. You are going to go out from the beginning of the front pattern. On your back pattern, you're going to go out with 2 inches. You're extending it with 2 inches, and then you go down again. When you extend it with 2 inches, you go down with half inches. From the main point, you go down with half inches. That half inches is what you'll be using. You get, you won't be using the other one. You'll be using the half inches that you lined. Then on the top of it, on your waist measurement, so on this upper part, that's on the waist, you're going to go inside from that line that I lined up. You go inside by 2 inches, and then go up with 2 inches again. From where your front pattern stopped, you go up with 2 inches. I just hope you understand. You go up with 2 inches, and then on the side of your pattern paper, from the front where your front pattern stopped to, from there you also extend it out with 2 inches, also 2 inches. So now you're going to connect all the lines together. 2 inches upwards, 2 inches inwards, and 2 inches outwards. You understand? All of them, you're going to connect it together. So guys, after joining the whole line together, this is what you're going to have. This is what you're going to have. So the next thing now is from your crotch line, that 2 inches you extended, you're going to connect it to your knee measurement, to the front of your knee measurement. You're going to connect it there. So when cutting, you're just going to cut that one together. So the next thing is on your hip measurement, you're going to go out with 2 inches also. Same thing with that of the laps. 2 inches from where your front pattern stopped. You get? Then on your knee will be 1.5. Your knee will be 1.5. Then your ankle will be just 1. You get? So your ankle will be just 1 inches down there. Now you're going to also go ahead and connect the lines together. So for the back cross, you're going to remove the pin we have on the front pattern, that place. Then from that half inches that you went down with, you're going to connect it. You're going to use your French curve and connect it to that 2 inches that you went inside on the top area together. Just connect it, both of them together. Please don't move it in too much, because if you move it in too much, it's going to affect your boots. So just connect the two of them, and we are done for the pattern. So guys, this is the front and this is the back of our pants. So right now I'll just go ahead and line this midline. We are going to line it up and then give it a space of 1 inches. This for the pleat that is in the front of our pants. A space of 1 inches will do. So you just go ahead and space it 1 inches. So if you know how many pleats you want to do, you can still extend it. Maybe you do half inches so that it will enter very well. Me, I just want highest 4 inches, 4 pleats, or 3 pleats is okay with me. So that 1 inches, you're going to line it all straight down. You get? Line it all straight down on that whole area. So please do well to label before cutting, like 1, 2, 3, so that you know the one that is next. You understand? Before cutting it, this is just for when tracing on your part on your fabric. So this is the crepe material I'll be using. It's just 2.5 yards, 2.5 yards of crepe material, light crepe. You get? So now I've already placed it. My material is on fold, mind you. My material is on fold, and you can see the way I spaced it, everything out. You can see the way I spaced it out is for the pleat. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out now. This is the after result of everything. For the back pattern, you will not do anything on the back pattern. The back pattern, you're going to cut it just like that. No allowance, no anything. You're just going to cut it just like that, you get. So it's only the front pattern that you have to space out because of those pleats. So now this is the front pattern. This is the front crush. I'm going to go ahead and sew on that crush, you get, and then also fold, do the pleats. This is the pleats. I also do the pleats, and then I'll be back. So guys, I've gone ahead to do my pleats and already ironed it all straight down. So the next thing now is to run a stitch on those pleats so that it will be held. So I'll just go ahead and run like 6 inches from the top. I run 6 inches. I'll run a stitch and stop at 6 inches, you get, on each of the pleats, on top of each of the pleats. So this is it. I've already run a stitch on top of it, and then the next thing is to put my band measurement, my band for the front. So you're going to measure your front measurement, the waist, and then you cut out your band. My band is just, when you open it up, it's total of 6 inches. I added extra 1 inch. It's meant to be 2 inches. You know, we minus 2 inches when we were cutting the pattern paper, so I added extra 1 inches to it for sewing though. So now I'm going to attach the band from the inside. I'll stitch it from the inside, then turn it up and fold it on and stitch it again on the outside, you understand. So this is exactly what I'm saying. I have to turn it and sew it inside so that nothing will be showing at the back of the fabric. So guys, on the back part, on the back fabric, on the back crush, I've already gone ahead to sew the crush of the back. I'm going to open it up and then join the flap, the two flap together. I'm going to join the two flap together, that of the back and that of the front. I'll make sure that the both of them are together. So from that flap to the end of the knee, of the other knee, and also to the other side, all throughout that knee, from the other knee to the flap and then to the other knee, you're going to sew all of them straight up, you understand. You're going to sew it straight up with half inches. So after that, you are going to add your, measure your waist. You measure your waist for the back, and then you add 1 inches or maybe 1.5 inches to the band when cutting it out. Don't cut out the exact measurement, only for the back, you get, because you'll be putting a dart on that band before adding it to your waist, your pant waist. This is just to make the back of your pants tight and firm, so it will not be bogus at the back, especially for those that have bigger boots. So you're going to be putting a dart 1 inches in the middle, and then on the side you connect it to the sides. You will not be adding anything, only on the middle you go in with 1 inches, you get. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this thing now and then cut it. So guys, after sewing it, this is what you're going to have. This is just what you're going to have. I'm going to cut it on the middle. On that middle, please don't cut what your seam. When you cut it, you also cut out the excesses, you get. So now like this, now you're going to attach your band on the waist. From that middle point, you attach your band, you get, and then you turn it over. After sewing this one, now I'm going to go ahead and sew this one. After sewing this one, then you go ahead and turn it over and then stitch on top of it. So please, after stitching the first one, when you want to stitch the second one, also make sure that the middle point is the same thing with the middle of your fabric, you get, that they are the same before stitching. So that is it for the band for the waist. That is it for the waist. Next thing now is to fold the down part of our trouser. You'll be folding with 2 inches. You fold with 2 inches. That's 2 inches allowance that you added. So you'll be folding with 2 inches inside. So after folding the down part of your trouser of your pants, the next thing you're going to do is to join it together with half inches or one inches. It shouldn't be more than 1 inches. It shouldn't be more than 1 inches because that's what we added while cutting it. So it shouldn't be more than 1 inches. Instead of being more than 1 inches, you should just go with half inches. Then you also measure your waist. So you're just going to go ahead and seam everything up with half inches or 1 inches highest. And then after that, you attach your zip allowance. I left 9 inches open for my zip allowance. So don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification button so that you get notified always. And I hope this video was impactful. So in case you're confused in any area or you have any question, you can just leave it in the comment section. So see you in my next video and thank you for watching. Bye.